Hi everybody! So I have a treat for you today. Today we're going to be reading The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. So you've been doing a lot of great things with this online learning. You've been learning some wonderful new things in all of your classes. And in mine, you've either been reading a new book, you've been doing new writing, you've been doing a lot of new reading if you're in the college course, or you've been doing a lot of new writing if you're in the other college course. So a lot of the times when we're reading or learning a lot of new things, it's nice to take a brain break and go back to those things that we actually just enjoy and we're familiar with. And one of those things for me is The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, because I am that basic English teacher that really loves Edgar Allan Poe, and it's okay. So part of why this is special too, though, is that you get an extra credit opportunity. Okay, so along with just taking a brain break, all of my classes, that includes English 2, English 3, both of the CCP courses, you get an extra credit opportunity with this. So go into Schoology or the different social media accounts where I've posted this for you, and make sure you read the description of how you can get that extra credit. You've done some fantastic and amazing work, and it's been stressful, and sometimes we just need that little extra boost as we go through it, okay? And this is also a chance for you to just have fun and be creative with what we're doing, okay? And so, as we read Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, you should also get excited because it's a pop-up book version. Because I do have a pop-up book collection. I know you expected it, and that's okay. Okay. So, set the tone for yourself. Turn the lights out. Make it scary. Get your bust of the raven ready. I've got my bust of an owl ready. I don't have a raven yet. Okay. And so, as we begin, get ready for the macabre, scary, and gothic Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." But I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, or madam, "truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping." And so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then, what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, with many a flirt and flutter. In there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but, with mien of lord or lady, perched upon my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore, though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marvelled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast, upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour, nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore. So we'll stop there. It's a very lengthy poem. So take this as inspiration for your extra credit opportunity. The description's up top, and if you have any questions about it, make sure you email me, contact me. We can schedule a conference if you want, and take a brain break. So if you don't enjoy The Raven, it's okay. I'm only a little upset that you don't enjoy one of my favorite authors. It's okay. Okay. But you deserve a brain break. Do something you enjoy. Read something you enjoyed, a comic, go back to a movie or a TV series. I'm rewatching Supernatural again. But give yourself a break. You're doing fantastic, and we are all very, very proud of you, and we miss you. Have a wonderful day.